Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Amber Heard and Ezra Miller in one video because...
Grab your butts.
Grab your butts, yeah. People are starting to ask why they are not being dropped by Warner Brothers, why they're still working for Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, of course, dropped Johnny Depp just because of allegations. They didn't have any concrete proof and they fired him from Fantastic Beasts. But we've got Ezra Miller, who ran off with a teenager, and God only knows where he is. It's basically a kidnapping at this point.
Well, is it though? They keep saying that.
Well,
but if she went
she's
willingly,
18,
she went willingly. I keep seeing people saying that. Now, by tribal law, she's not considered an adult, but by the rest of the law of the rest of the country, she is. So they could argue they're using the word kidnapping. I mean, it's still kidnapping if she went unwillingly, but she might have gone willingly. We don't know.
It's a mess. Whatever's going on, Ezra Miller thinks it's highly funny that he's on the run badly from the law.
So he punches people and is in trouble in Hawaii, but he runs away from this girl's parents.
Yeah, this is insane. So I think there's more to it. Again, this is an opinion. I think there's more to it than what we're being told. And I think that the rabbit hole goes pretty deep and there's a reason he's running away. So we're going to talk about that and his reaction to it just being weird ass. I mean, like weird memes. Like this guy is legit.
This they them
is legit mental. And I don't know what they them is going to do. I have no idea, but this could have been stopped a year or two ago when it was obvious that Ezra Miller was not playing with full deck.
Right. Well, if anything happened to the girl, I'm not saying it did, but if it does, I would think this is kind of on, his agent and Warner Brothers too, because they could have done something about him sooner. Sorry, them sooner, and I'm sorry, she's a boy now. I never can keep track.
Who the hell can keep track?
If E had done something sooner, or they'd done something about E sooner, then T might not be missing right now.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about Amber Heard, that everybody's turning on Amber Heard, and she had this ridiculous interview, which...
Oh my God, it was...
It was kind of like the dog stepped on the bee, but all of it was
Thank God we are safe. And that Johnny Depp doesn't actually have scissors for hands.
Oh my God.
I was so convinced. He doesn't? I'm shocked. My world is destroyed.
Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 270, almost 271,000 subs. Thank you for the support. We do talk about pop culture, talk about celebrities. We talk about DC Comics, talking about the DCEU, and it's in shambles. And I hope to God David Zaslav comes in and just snaps the whole damn thing away and starts over because they need to. What
was funny to me was Newsweek. Amber Heard and Ezra Miller should just both be dropped from Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Daily Beast. Ezra Miller is a public menace. Why are they still the Flash? This is another site, Animated Times. I don't know who this is. Why is it so difficult? Amber Heard fans ask Warner Brothers Studios to kick Ezra Miller out of the DCEU just like her.
Well, but when Newsweek is saying it, you're like, wait, Newsweek is saying both Amber Heard and Ezra Miller should be gone.
They need to go. They've done far, far more provable, stupid shit than Johnny Depp ever did, and yet they're still involved with their productions. Probably because they have too much money sunk into it. That's the story that seems to be going around, is they've got so much money sunk into the Flash that they have to release it regardless of the backlash. At that point, I would just be like, yep, the Flash ran headfirst into a wall and exploded into a bunch of bits, and that's it.
I remember he was having a hissy because he wanted to write the script. I think they let him do it. I'm sorry, let them do it. And all that. So, I mean, that should be your first indication that maybe you should stop while you were ahead. But yeah, you double down. God. So you get what you kind of deserve.
Well, let's go with the memes first. This is how Ezra Miller is reacting to public backlash that he has apparently run off with a teenager to some place. And people are looking for him. He thinks it's funny. He said, recently, the parents of 18-year-old Dakota Iron Eyes filed a complaint to the Standing Rock Sioux Council to accuse Miller of grooming their child. And here's the thing, too. Remember how you weren't allowed to say grooming in any headline on any publication, or you were like an alt-right publication? Many news outlets are now accusing Ezra Miller of being a groomer.
It's okay when they say it.
Yeah, when they say it. Because this apparently, this relationship, whatever the nature of the relationship is, started when she was 12 and he was 23. And The parents claim the Hollywood star used violence, intimidation, and threat of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over him. Her.
They have her.
Them.
Who? Dakota's a guy, supposedly.
Who's on first? A trans communist or something.
I just call him T&E.
That's like a T&E. It's more like TNA. I don't know what the hell's going on. So this is what Ezra Miller does to react to this. They're looking for Ezra. They can't find Ezra. You cannot touch me. I'm in another universe.
Okay.
Now, you know, I understand the joke, kind of, especially with the Flash and all that, right? If this were anybody else, I'd be like, did you kill yourself? Did you kill somebody else? Because this sounds really like...
Why you cannot touch me? Touch you about what?
Message from another dimension. Me remembering how I was nice when I should have said, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Well, we get that you think you're all that.
Another alludes to people shocking him by causing a headache. Me, people, headache. I thought it was an axe behind his back at first. This is like legit mentally ill shit. Like, this is like if you watched a movie with a serial killer.
Yeah, kind of.
They would be sending shit like this to people.
Yeah.
And that's why my first reaction, not knowing how weird Ezra Miller is just all the way around, was like, did something happen to the girl?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sorry, to the he now.
To the them?
To T.
The last carries a much longer message that refers to being shielded from negative people and their ill intent. I am shielded from negative people and their ill intent. My spirit, mind, body, soul, and success are not altered by anyone's envy. I'm protected.
Yeah, everybody's just jealous. That's why they're all like, you're nuts.
I'm protected from all negative energy people attempt to throw at me subconsciously, consciously. I clear any and all something peers who are hidden enemies. This is legit batshit. This is legit batshit.
But the thing is, this could have been dealt with months ago. You know, it could have been.
They said, as the situation surrounding Miller continues to worsen, Warner Brothers is being placed in an increasingly tough position surrounding the actor. With The Flash only a year away from speeding into theaters, the studio may well be hoping general audiences forget about the controversy, not if somebody winds up injured.
Well, not just that. They're not going to forget because every time you turn around, it goes away, and then here comes E again, causing some kind of drama.
That's the thing. Like, you think, okay, so Ezra Miller gets into an altercation, choked a woman over in Scandinavia or something, and that disappeared down the memory hole. A lot of our commenters didn't even remember that. They're like, wait, what happened? It's like, oh yeah, that they were very good at hiding this. Mm-hmm. And then all the Hawaii stuff happened. Well, celebrities get into shit all the time. It's weird, but whatever. Now this. But we're talking like, not a month goes by without Ezra Miller drama. Mm-hmm. And it's very clear that Ezra Miller is mentally ill.
There's something going on.
Something. So this is, coming from Newsweek. Amber Heard and Ezra Miller should both be dropped by Warner Brothers. Why is it taking so damn long to get rid of these people?
But you know why? They're protected.
They're protected.
Because they're minority. Let's just be honest. That's why. I'm not going to mince words and say normally if Ezra Miller identified as a dude, Ezra Miller would have been canceled a long time ago. That is at the heart of it. Y'all know it.
Yeah.
This isn't this is not like saying that people that are minorities shouldn't be shielded for legitimate threats. That's not what I'm saying. The thing is, this person's legitimate threat, they get shielded because they identify as non-binary or, however they identify. And then you have Amber Heard because she was deep with Me Too and I'm a woman. That's why she's not getting, and because they're afraid they're going to get backlash from the pro Amber Heard people.
Yeah.
Which are far outnumbered by the non in favor of Amber Heard people. I can't even think right now. But you know what I mean?
Producers are currently facing a fan petition topping 4.5 million signatures to remove Heard from the Aquaman movie after the recent trial between her and Johnny Depp. Depp himself lost the role of Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts to Mads Mikkelsen. I would not want to be Mads Mikkelsen. He's a good actor.
It's not Mads Mikkelsen's fault.
I wouldn't want to be him though. I'm like, you're kind of like a scab at this point.
I think he felt bad, but he I remember when he took the part, he was even kind of like, someone has to do it. I'm sorry,
If this weren't naughty enough, there's ongoing controversy around Ezra Miller after the father of an 18-year-old sought a restraining order against the actor. Miller has also had multiple run-ins with police and been filmed appearing to choke a female in Iceland. The Flash is slated for release in June of 2023. We place these luminaries on special plinths,
Sorry.
allowing
That's a
them
fun word.
plinths, allowing them access to privilege and wealth. Shouldn't we take them down again when they transgress? What's the least we should expect of our stars? Other people, again, there is a protective layer around Ezra Miller.
They were dudes, like they were
Yes.
straight white dudes. They would have been canceled.
You could just imply that, like, well, did you know? And Ezra, I don't know if Ezra identified as a straight dude back then or not, but if you said, hey, there's this straight white dude palling around with a 12-year-old girl, that's a little weird, isn't it? That would be enough to get you removed.
And I want to point out that Ezra has been accused of violence by a partner, previous relationship partner who was a woman.
All of them are women, I believe.
So
Yes.
Ezra might identify as non-binary and dressing like a woman in some settings. Other settings, he dresses more like a dude. But he clearly has a preference for, well, both women and men. But the ones that come out about being abused are women.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is some definite double standards here. The acting profession isn't undersubscribed. Producers could hire any number of performers without sinister controversy dragging behind them. Miller's case is obviously different than Heard's, but Miller's volatile behavior hardly makes the actor a safe bet for the inevitable publicity circus that accompanies a big film's release.
They won't stay down. Every time there's
Stay
he goes
down,
away, Ezra pops back in.
God. So look, normally, we talk about cancel culture. I'm not for canceling people for stupid shit, right? That's what we talk about. We talk about minor infractions. Somebody should not be canceled over a stupid joke or over an allegation if it hasn't been proven true or that sort of thing. In this case, especially with Miller, like there is some law breaking going on here, and it has been going on for a while, and it's provable. There's proof that this guy does stupid shit all the time and is using his diversity shield to get away with it time and time again.
And the thing is, people keep bringing up, they kept saying, like, when this stuff was going down, like, somebody needs to get this person help because they're going to hurt themselves or somebody else.
Yeah.
And now we got somebody else involved. We don't know, what's going on. We don't know if this person's harmed or not. This person is 18, so technically, according to the law of the land, other than, but then his tribal, whoever they identify as tribal, I can't keep up. Tribal, they are not adult by that law. So, but that's one. Now everybody's calling it Amber Heard too. So that's part two.
Yeah, so that's part two. So look, these are very different cases. I think Amber Heard is a PR nightmare. And I think it is very clear that she was not telling the truth. It came out on stand. She's not telling the truth, and she continues to dig herself a deeper hole. She did this interview.
Just stay down, Amber.
Like, you could have just, if she had just stayed down, she wouldn't have been dragged through the mud as much as she was. But she had, and she counted on being able to get away with it because she got away with it in the UK. They didn't even go to trial with it, and she got away with it. And she's like, oh, well, nobody's going to believe you, Johnny. Nobody's going to believe you, Johnny. Who are they going to believe?
Most people.
So, yeah, the world is roasting this cringe interview. She did this interview with NBC, and it was ridiculous.
This is Sky News. This is Sky News in Australia saying this.
Yeah. The world is roasting Amber Heard's cringe interview. She's facing intense backlash after giving an interview with the Today Show, where the actress proclaimed to her dying day she would stand by the testimony she gave in court despite jurors finding Johnny Depp's favor.
Right, but then people were pointing out that she had lied about stuff in court. Like, she kept saying the one picture, they used the one picture, for example, and it's the same picture, but it's obviously doctored.
Yeah.
That those are different pictures on different days and different lighting, but I just happen to have the exact same look, exact same hair, exact same stance, exact same everything.
Yeah,
she's completely telling the truth.
She said they were awful to each other during their toxic relationship. I would agree with that. I think
That
it was
I do agree with.
Very bad marriage. While admitting she made a lot of mistakes, but always told the truth. I can't agree with that. I think she made a lot of mistakes.
Well, she clearly was setting Depp up too. Like, she'd get him upset and then have her camera ready to record it.
Yeah, I think she knew how to trigger him, and she knew how to make herself look like the victim. And I've seen people in relationships like that they're in bad relationships, and they obviously trigger each other, but then they also don't do anything about it to fix it either. they just keep triggering each other, then looking for ammunition on the other person. You know what I'm saying? Just in case it would ever get to like divorce or something. Like, oh yeah, I've got all this evidence. This person was a douchebag.
That's not normally how people behave.
That's not normal. That's not normal. So 36-year-old also said she doesn't blame the jury that awarded her ex-husband more than $10 million, but claimed that social media roles in the trial was not fair.
You don't have any proof that social media had any role in the trial. And my next comment is, again, as I said before, if they did not have it that the cameras were in the courtroom, it would have been filtered through the media. And if the media had taken her side, which they clearly would have, and they had filtered the evidence that to spin in the narrative she wanted, would that have been fair? Would that have been acceptable?
It's fair when it's in your favor.
Right.
Twitter users argued against her. But yeah, she had this dumb shit where she was talking about, like, of course, Depp convinced the world because he convinced the world he had scissor fingers.
Oh my God, he has scissor fingers. Squid King showed us the clip last night, and the face she makes after she said it, I can't.
A dog?
I can't believe she just
said. My dog stepped on a bee. Oh.
I can't believe when she said that. I can't believe that was her closing statement for that. And the face she made after she said it. Oh, thank God she clarified that for me, because I was thoroughly convinced that Johnny Depp had scissors for hands all this time.
Yeah, I didn't think her cringe acting could get worse. This interview is proof that she doesn't have a proper PR team anymore. If she had, they would have told her not to do it.
Yeah, no, I think they probably paid her to do it or something. Plus, like I said, she seems like a narcissist to me. She can't stand it. It has to be all about her. Everybody has to love her. But she's up her own ass so hard that no one else could get in there anyway.
That's
not even bottles.
Oh, it's better than scissor fingers.
That's true.
Bottles are better than scissor fingers. Piers Morgan. The jurors didn't read any of the social media stuff. They listened to the evidence and concluded she was lying. I suggest it's time for Ms. Heard to stop playing the victim.
Yeah, stay down, Amber.
I really didn't follow this very closely, but what I saw, just again, this is unfiltered trial footage. I wasn't watching people's commentary on it. I would just tune in every once in a while to live stream of the trial, and just what I saw of it myself without a whole lot of backstory on all who these people were and this and that, whatever. I was like, holy hell, this is a cluster. Like, she is not telling the truth.
Yeah, well, they kept catching her in lies, but this is funny. So the new thing, Amber Heard does not speak for me. Well, it's not new. It's trending again. And these are what people had to say about it, her cringe interview. And this one person's like, Amber Heard says, reading tweets was the most humiliating thing she's ever experienced. As someone who's been raped, I have to wonder how being raped doesn't rank higher.
I think, yeah.
As a domestic violence survivor, Amber Heard does not speak for me. I watched the entire trial from start to finish, and I know a narcissistic, abusive, manipulative, psychological, compulsive liar when I see one. I can read. Dr. Curry had her diagnosis correct. AH proves it daily. Stop saying you speak for battered women. You don't know battered women. I know battered women. You're not one of them. It goes on and on. Everybody's like, stop saying you speak for us because you don't. I was 3 days, multiple times, being held-bent in that kit punch a cup of glass. I must need glasses already because I can't see it. About how she was in the emergency room. This is her 24 hours later.
Yeah.
After supposedly suffering being beat.
Yeah,
it goes on and on. It goes on and on. Oh yeah, I love this. Stay alert that Edward Scissorhands is not real. Who knew?
Oh my God. Yeah, so this is just a disaster. Like I said, she's going to wind up, well, one of two things will happen. Either she'll count this going down the memory hole, which I don't think it's going to, given how massive it was, or she's going to wind up on being on one of these like reality TV shows or something.
I don't know, but it's just,
like Tonya Harding.
You're not helping.
No.
You keep going out there to clear your name. I love it. It's not fair when it's her, but it was completely fair that Johnny Depp lost stuff and got called names and got harassed for years. That was fine. Yeah.
I don't want Johnny Depp to lose his job, yet she and Dan Wooten tried to meet with J.K. Rowling to get him fired from Fantastic Beasts. She's so full of shit.
Right. But here's something funny, though. I'm not going to say the name, but the one person who didn't actually fact check who she was talking to and got in trouble for that, for writing that article about what YouTubers made, person. I saw today on Twitter that she was posting about how her dental insurance won't cover her retainer and it's $1,200 and she's upset by that. So, my point is, well, one, you're lucky to have dental insurance at all. We don't even have it. But beyond that, this might explain why people like her are so obsessed with, going on about how much money the YouTubers made because they're losing their shit about having to pay for a retainer because their dental insurance won't cover it. You're just how privileged you to have dental insurance at all.
Yeah, we don't have dental at Clownfish.
No. So I'm like, but it's funny because the reason I'm bringing it up is because we're talking about, how these journalists are spinning this thing about, how dare they make money as their people they work for make money. But this person herself was complaining about not having money after she was going around dragging people for making money on this.
That is exactly what all of this is about, at least in regards to Amber Heard and, these journalists. And same with, the people who come after us. A lot of them are journalists working for pop culture sites. They all make a lot of money. They're angry we make money. They could have pivoted to video, and they can always learn to code.
But the people they work for make plenty of money off the same thing, but it's okay when they do.
Yeah, they make, like the companies they work for make millions of dollars a month in revenue. More money than we make. More money than we will ever see. And they make it in ad revenue or whatever, selling dildos or whatever they sell.
But my point to mention this was, these are people who don't have YouTube channels. And they're all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So are they all cashing in too?
4.5 million.
Are you going to go after them and block all them for cashing in? Because you think they're cashing in, and you don't want to pay for your appliance or retainer for your mouth.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
So yeah, I think Zaslav needs to just torch the DCEU and start over again. Hopefully before they make Joker 2 a musical, we can start over.
I think that one could actually work if it was him on his meds or him in his mind or something like that.
Maybe.
I think that would actually work. But it's weird. But it's meant to be weird. It could work, but I think you're gonna limit your audience right out of the gate.
Yeah. All right, gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, reviews, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
Better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.